Hi, thank you so much for joining me at Kay Wears Wigs. I'm Kay, and this is the beautiful Miranda Lite by Jon Renau in the color Toffee Truffle. So I will talk all about my opinion on the cap construction, the fibers, the colors, etc. And I will take you outside as well so you can see this color in the more natural light. So stay tuned. First of all, I would like to say thank you to Mimowigs for sending me this piece so I can review her for you, and I will link all the information below where you can purchase this piece. So let's start with this color, Toffee Truffle. Another new color for me. It has been around for a while, but I never had the chance to review it. It's beautiful. I thought I loved Caramel Ribbon by Jon Renau. This one, wow, even better. So what you have is a medium brown base, and you have medium red, gold, blonde blends, and the FS in the color code stands for Fashion Syrup, which means you get bold highlights. As you can see, quite big highlights there. I think it's a beautiful brunette auburny color. It's really, for me, I think it suits me really well. And it's, even though it has these highlights, I still think it's a really natural looking color. So here I have the cord name in Caramel Ribbon, which is 6F27. The color code for Toffee Truffle is FS6 3027. So you have that 27 in both colors. So I just want to show you, they are fairly similar colors. So if you're not sure which one you like, I don't think there's much in it. Personally, I prefer the Toffee Truffle on me. You just have this extra 30 in there. It gives it a little bit more of a more dimension, I would say. A little bit richer red than this one, than the Caramel Ribbon. But equally, both are just beautiful. Miranda Lite is new. The Miranda style itself isn't. It has been around for a while, but they brought this out in the Light collection, which I'm really pleased about because I am not a fan of big hair. And so I was really pleased when they brought out this in the Light collection. And as you can see, it is a low density wig with lots and lots of layers, which is right up my street. I love layers. I think they're very flattering. I think they give it a really nice natural movement, and it's just beautiful. So let's have a look at Miranda Lite from all sides. The back. And back to the front. So let's look at this lace front. Now, I will show you obviously this light cap construction in a minute, but you should see this lace front. It's super extended. It wraps around the ear tabs, all the way around from one ear tab to the other. So you get that really natural look, especially on the sides that you wouldn't get with non-extended lace fronts. I love how the lace front looks. They brought the lighter pieces to the front, but they mixed them up a little bit with the darker pieces, so you don't get that band effect, which I am not a fan of. So that's really nice. Nicely done, I feel. However, it seems in the Light collection, what they've done is they got the lace coming down really quite low. For me, it makes it immensely visible. Because that line, I'm sure you can see it, also eventually, even if you want to leave it, eventually will gather some kind of dirt, etc. That's, just normal day-to-day dirt that you just have on your face. And with time, very quickly, I think this line will become even more visible. The other thing that you might notice is here, that because it wraps around the ear tab, this flips up quite easily and it's immensely visible. There you can see it. So you would, if you want to keep it and don't trim it back, you would have to glue this down. Now, I'm not a fan of gluing things down. This is why I have hardly ventured into the human hair wig world, because not all of them, but most of them, you kind of have to glue down. No, not for me. So that is a little bit for me of a drawback, where I think, well, I would have to cut it, or I would have to glue it down, and I would have to wash this quite often. And it's still visible. So I have really no choice but to trim it back. Now, with that comes that you run the chance that it won't sit as securely. You kind of change ever so slightly the circumference. You're basically making it bigger because you don't have that tension anymore, because you cut it back, and it might become a little bit too big, and you might have to glue it down anyway. So I'm a bit, that's one thing I'm really not happy about, is that really low coming lace front. But I tell you what I love. I mean, look at this parting. It's a monotop, but you can just move it and play with it like it is your natural hair. It's just so fun. With others you can't, I don't feel like you can do it quite as well as that. And this one I really like. I also like how quickly you can change this parting without having to use necessarily water or your heat of the hand to get it to a different parting. Fit wise, now I have it on the almost tightest setting. It fits big. I'm a 21.5 inch circumference, so petite average. For some brands that means average. It completely depends. But it does fit big. Straight out of the box, it fit big, so I had to cinch in the adjusters quite a bit. And I still have a lot of cap left. There's a lot here. There is quite a bit of stretch. So it's good news for those average and above, because I think this would fit really nicely. For us more on the petite side, we have this bagging at the back, which unfortunately isn't ideal. So let's look at this cap construction. We have a monotop, and here is that very extended lace front. As you can see, it runs all the way around the ear tabs. A very deep lace front, and then all the way to the other one. The ear tabs have metal stays in them, and they are really nice and strong, and they are really thin, which also adds to the realism of this piece. Really thin, and they have the silicone strip, so you can add your adhesives there if you wanted to. Fully hang tight cap, and then here you can see how tight I have to have it. I probably could tighten this up even more. And then you have an extended nape, and then at the bottom you have that silicone or polyurethane strip that helps it from slipping up, and it does. It really is nicely secured to the back of your neck there. Nice, so you don't have that riding up over the day. And then you have Velcro adjusters. The fibers it's a regular synthetic, and for that it feels lovely. It is really quite nice and soft, not overly soft, but really nice. This is fairly straight out of the box. I opened it yesterday. I worn it yesterday all day and today, and there is hardly any artificial shine, how I personally see it. Just so you know, light condition in here, I'm in a conservatory. That means I have natural light coming from above. I have no ring light on. My ring light broke, so I have to see if I can save up for one. So it is indoor natural light, as you can see it, and hopefully you can see how natural the shine is. Really lovely. Tangling, not too bad, actually. I hardly had to comb it through yesterday or today, so that's fantastic news. For a longer piece, that's great. Really love it. Density wise, it is low density. I cannot really feel any permatease. However, I had the same issue with the Courtney wig by Jon Renau, which is a similar style, and it's lovely. There seems to be like a bump at the crown, and it's probably meant to give it lift, but to me, it looks too perfect. It gives it a really round shape. I think it's worse on the Courtney than it is on the Miranda Lite, but ever so slightly, it gives it this a little bit too perfect, rounded top, which for me and on me, I don't like. On other people, when I see it, I don't see it. It just seems to be on me that I get this, like, I would say it's a helmety look, ever so slightly. I think this Miranda Lite hasn't got it as bad as I have it with other Jon Renau caps. To combat that, it's not really a problem. You know, you can just, if you feel that this looks like this on you as well. So I just pull maybe the fringe back, which you can do with this amazing lace front, and then it kind of interrupts that overly perfect rounded look, and it's not a problem. So you can get round it. It's ear tackable, but be aware of this lace flicking up and being quite visible. So you know, as I said, as you can see, it moves, and you would have to glue it down or trim it back. But density-wise, nice. It is a longer piece, so you can have a ponytail. I think you can even have it slightly higher because of the silicone strip at the back. And then you just get the front layers out. It's so cute. Especially, it's quite a layered ponytail look. Really adorable. You can see the tag is still attached. It's really pretty. Half up, half down, obviously, as well. The front layers will fall out. They're not long enough to get there. But then you can just pin them back or have them out like this, which is also, I think, a really nice look. Let me take you outside. Even though we are inside in the conservatory, I just still want to show you what this looks like in the natural light. Now we are outside. Very natural brunette. And here we have the caramel ribbon again as well. So let's look at both of them together. So Toffee Truffle is on my head, and then caramel ribbon is on the Courtney. So you can see that's not much of a difference. Slightly, I would say the Toffee Truffle is slightly more red. But both are absolutely gorgeous colors. So I hope you enjoyed this review. Don't forget, have a look at Mimowigs, where you can purchase Miranda Lite in all different colors. You might want to check it out in caramel ribbon, or you might want to check it out in a blonde. I do think it's a beautiful piece. Look at these layers. Look how it folds. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. But it doesn't look like it just came out of the salon, which I like. I like a very natural, yeah, I just woke up like this kind of look. Anyway, like and subscribe, that would be lovely. And follow me on Instagram at Mimowigs, and TikTok and Pinterest and Facebook and all the other socials where you can find me. Any questions, any comments, put them down below. And I hope I see you soon. Have a lovely day. Bye.